do.
Here's a couple of guys who are never lazy.
No.
Colin and Justin, y'all, they work hard. Oh my God, you're never lazy. No. You work all night, you come up with this gorgeous set. Now, you always have a lovely theme, and you know, this is more about the table because it's about the entertaining, and I know you two like to entertain.
Absolutely.
And you know how to do it, you know, you do it the right way. What would be the theme for this? It's like, it's sort of warm, but it's got these beautiful pops of red.
You know what, I think we're going to call this Fruits of the Forest, you know,
Fruits
and I
of the
think
Forest.
our
I like
challenge
it.
for this, you know, it's a couple of days before Christmas, you're thinking, what can I do with my table and chairs to seasonally adjust it, okay? So we're going to actually show you two looks for the same table and chairs. You know, I've got a beautiful dining set from our lovely friends in EQ3. It's very modern, blonde timber, very square, loving the little kind of linen detail in there. A bit of texture makes you think of the winter. So we've got two very, very different looks, and we're going to show you that just because you've got a modernist look, you can still have a traditional Christmas table.
Okay, lovely. So you've had a lot of fun with mixing these prints. You can see like even the placemats have that birch inspired. Everything's a bit rustic.
Exactly, Tracy. We took all our inspiration from, indeed, those lovely birch table mats there. Now, those are really sweet, but what we did to really bring it all alive was we went into the garden at our own cottage the day before yesterday with a little handsaw, and we chopped down bags of white birch. Now, these are gorgeous, stacked up there in a simple black urn. To bring that little vignette alive, we've used a couple of table wreaths just popped at the top of the urn, and then the twigs are stuck in there. I love that. It's a really simple way. But then, still on an extra creative vibe, we thought, okay, what else can we do to really play around with the woody theme?
Yikes.
Did you make that?
We made this, my lovely. We took, again,
my goodness,
certain segments of the birch bark and the logs, and we twigged it all and tied it all together with natural twine, and then hung these really simple little glass forms from HomeSense. Now, they can be used for candles or for decorations. But I think what we're doing here is just showing that you can use what you've already got, the stuff that's around about you, and bring your scheme alive without breaking the bank.
That is so cool. And you know, the thing is, a lot of us want that really special big piece. We all know how much a humongous lighting piece or a showpiece can cost if you're getting it at a store. It's incredible that you can make it yourself. You used like the regular twine to keep within that rustic feel. I think it looks great.
It's cute, isn't it?
Was that hard?
No, it was really, really simple. I mean, literally 10 minutes to tangle it all together, and then we use some string along the top, and it really just makes a big, big impact above the dining table.
Yeah, but then it's one of those things you're thinking, okay, it's a couple of days before Christmas, and Colin and Justin are saying, go and raid the garden and hang like a tree over the table.
Make one of these.
This is
it's
crazy.
So easy.
You know, maybe you could think about the centerpiece as being not always on the table. Maybe you've got a chandelier over it. You could hang some ribbons, some baubles over that, just so you get an extra kind of dimension to your table dressing. You know, as Justin talked about the birch, you know, you see the birch is actually repeated on the table. The little metal platters have a lovely birch detail. The placemats are picking up on the birch as well. You know, so actually just by having kind of like one central idea, tying it all together, it's going to give it an overall look. The pieces on here are from our lovely friends in Urban Barn. You know, great Canadian company. So get in there for some last minute Christmas bargains.
A little thing as well, Tracy, that we've done, and this is really going back to old school television decorating. I love the simplicity of a bean can wrapped in burlap ribbon with some red ribbon tied around there, then filled out with some of the natural details and the flowers and the cobs and all of those things. They're just really lovely and tasty. My favourite thing though, this is a pet company. We have found this company called the Royal Britannia Trading Company, and they do this thing called glass slumping. I just can't tell you how much I love this. They take bottles, it's ultimate in recycling. They take bottles and they slump them with heat to turn them into gorgeous little trays for olives and pips. Or, look at that, there's a double one over here which you could use for a cheese platter. They're heat served together.
These were bottles.
These are bottles that would have otherwise gone to like a dump.
That's so cool.
But by a lovely chap called Lawrence and the Royal Britannia Trading Company, they've been put together. I love, look at these.
I like
champagne labels of real champagne bottles, bedded into lovely glass plates. They're
Have you got any champagne to go with them?
Well, sadly the champagne was drunk, but a day without champagne is like a day without sunshine, Tracy. Aren't they great? And then, again, classic wine bottles just slumped, and then a little kind of oil mechanism popped in the top.
So you have the beautiful camphor oil.
Really
so I guess they just apply heat.
They do, they just apply heat. I'm not entirely sure what the process they use in their factory is.
I like
One last little detail from them as well. These are called trug boxes. Now, trug boxes were the original cardboard boxes of their time. Before cardboard boxes existed, people would take from factories to shops and restaurants these trug boxes full of groceries and goods, and then they'd be taken back. And so people didn't lose their own trug box, names were stamped on the front. Lawrence is stamped on McAllister and Ryan. Obviously, you don't have our names as well, but you can have your names put on if you ordered a trug box from Royal Britannia. Love, love, love,
I
love
was wondering
that stuff.
if that was personalized for you, but I think that is a really beautiful gift.
They're cute, aren't they?
You know, for the people in your life that have everything, if you can personalize a piece like that, I think it is gorgeous. And we all know, if you live in a big city, that birch is really expensive. If you can go to your backyard and cut it down, it's so much better.
Yeah,
they're like
exactly.
$7 a branch.
Oh, you know, there's a bizarre thing, people in the city, if you drive north of Barrie, it's out there. There's loads of it.
There you go. Go to Frank's house, go grab his birch, you're done.
Oh.
Beautiful. He's got it in his yard.
Don't give it away for free, Frank. Don't give it away for free.
Never. Not my stems.
So this holiday season, check out Green & Black's Organic Premium Chocolate. Give as a gift or use in your holiday recipes to get you started. You're going to take some home.